All right, everyone, welcome to our Data Axle Reference Solutions Once Upon a Time Reference USA session today. Ashley Pickett from Flower Library here, and I'm ready to get started. Try to keep these all 30 minutes or less. I think this one should be roughly about that. We'll see. Feel free to ask questions in the moment. I love that approach. Works great for me. If you haven't gotten one yet, I can forward this to you. I can let you know where to find them online. We've got some cheat sheets for each database. This is actually a quick outline of how I approach each lesson, if you will, each workshop. So yeah, let's jump in. Oh, before I do, don't forget that we have bookmarks and things coming around to your libraries. These should be, I would say, probably a week, maybe 2 weeks out. Watch your delivery for them. They will include, for every database, they include instructions on how to access them. So you can hand them out to your patrons and they can take them home with them. And it's something for them to remember and take with them. Okay, so let me share my, there it is, the big green button. Goodness. Share my screen and we'll get started. Okay. Look okay? Can everybody see? I'm hoping you can see. Stop me if you can't. All right. So NCLS asks that we direct everybody to their webpage to get started. Oh, perfect. I have my font settings right where I would like them so that it will match what you see on your screen for the most part. So to get started with all of our online databases, scroll down on the home page, find the logo of the one you're looking for, in this case, Data Axle Reference Solutions. We're going to click there. I understand that we're getting this security certificate problem. It's a problem across the board with something to do with easy proxy that NCLS is dealing with on their end. Hasn't been fixed yet, but because I know and I trust the connection, I'm going to go around it. It's your choice to do so or not. It's your patron's choice. It's completely up to you. But for today's lesson, I'm going to kind of work my way around it. So bear with me for just a second here. They warn you a few times and there we go. Okay, now we're in. This is what you see, when you should see anyway when you click on that logo. So go ahead and enter your, you would enter your, there we go. Enter your information. Yep. Okay, advanced. Proceed. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, doesn't usually take that many times, but we're in. Welcome to the homepage of our database here. And yeah, see, here's our reminder, check out Reference USA with a new name and a new look. So we're in the right place. All right, so we're gonna close out of that little warning advertisement. This is what you should see for your homepage. And there are really two ways to approach searching within this database. You can use these categories, if you will, on the front page for quick searches. So I'll go ahead and show you those. Oh, this is the one that I find that I use the most as a librarian, white pages, just like a old telephone book, if you will. So let me do for me. I want to see all the Ashley Picketts. So you would go ahead and enter the information that you knew about the individual you were searching for or helping your patron go ahead and find. Click view results, see what we've got. Okay. They always pop up with a disclaimer here. It always reminds the users that you are responsible for complying with federal, state, and local laws. So that means the person driving the mouse is going to be responsible for following all the legalities. It's not on the library. We provide the resource, just like we would provide a an old phone book, if you will, or we provide an internet connection, it's up to the user to do with it what they will, use it how they choose. They need to follow the law. That's not on us. Okay. But here's our results list for all of the Ashley Picketts. There's a couple different things you can do. You can sort by city and state, which it looks like, yep, it might already be. Let me see if I can click this. Will it flip it? Oh, no, it didn't. It wasn't sorted. So let's see if we can find me. Ooh. There I am. I will tell you that address is incorrect. Something to take with a grain of salt. Addresses may not always be the most accurate or up to date. When I was living at that address, I applied for a do not call registry kind of thing. And I wonder if that put a stop to information, because you'll notice I don't have a phone number listed. So something to consider. But you have the option for your patrons to print the list should they choose. They can download it, and then of course they can save their search. But when they click on that, that's when they need to log in. So I'll show you the login, create an account side in a minute, but I would like to keep going with the quick search side first. Okay. So there's an option for maybe, come on, there it goes. A summary of all the information. It gets a little eerie when you start getting into home values and the home breakdowns. That feature is really more valuable for our real estate agents in the area. Something I'm familiar with and how to use, but it does exist. Heat map. I'm not entirely sure what that is. So let's check it out. Oh, based on where. Oh, that's neat. So you can kind of see a map and a picture of where all the Ashley Picketts are from. Huh, cool. Okay, so back to our results. So to get back to your homepage, it can be easiest to do a new search should you want to do another white pages search. You could look for all of the Watertown residents. I'm going to limit us to New York because I know there are many Watertowns throughout the United States. Do view results. It's going to take a second. Yeah, there we go. There they all are. These look to my eyes like home phone numbers. I don't see cell phone numbers listed here, which matches what I remember a phone book being like as a kid. Yeah, this is all here. Okay, 20,000 results. Sounds about right. Okay, so let's go back to our homepage. My scroll button. Oh, that's fun. Okay, my scroll button disappeared, but never fear, down arrow works. All right, there is a new movers, homeowners. This feature is really something that our real estate agents will use. Let's do this Watertown again. Choose New York, and I'm going to do show me only homeowners. And ooh, a time frame. Well, let's do show all results. Why not? Maybe. Might regret that decision. Oh, no, only 302. Not bad. Okay, so here are the listings. And these are going to be people within Watertown who own their homes. And it gives you a fact that they've confirmed the ownership over here, or maybe it's probable. Not sure how they do that, but hey, they've got their ways, I'm sure. And of course, you can sort your results based on last name, first name, addresses. So you get all of your streets together. Helpful for those who need homeowner information. Okay. Back to our homepage it is. Oh, and my scroll bar is back. Handy. Okay. One other one that our patrons might really be interested in is healthcare. And this is especially helpful for those who are new to the area. We're going to keep rolling with Watertown. And we will see what it gives us. So if you're new to the area looking for a doctor or a certain practice, type in Watertown, New York. Let's see what we get. Okay. So let's go by office name. Anybody I recognize? Nope, that's okay. I'm just going to click on this office. Wow, not a whole lot of information available here. Interesting. I mean, it gives you a phone number, I suppose, as well as an address, but it should give you more information than that. All right, let's try out another one. Nope. Surprised. The business search that I did earlier as a test run gave me a lot more information than that. But regardless, there is a healthcare database here, and hopefully it'll provide you with more information than what we just got as our demo. Okay. There's also a lifestyles search. This one weirded me out a little bit, I won't lie. Use myself as an example, be brave. Yep, there I am, address. Let's click on me. Okay. So it gets that I'm married, 11 years in home. That one is incorrect. It, at the point that I was at that address, gets the income right, got the home value correct. Then you come down here and it starts pulling some interests, which I'm not sure where they're getting that information. I don't know if it comes from, my guess would be like magazine subscriptions and those kind of public things that come to your mailbox, maybe, I'm not sure. This is where it weirded me out just a touch, just so you're aware that this is here. It gives ethnicity, the language you speak, religion information. I did not own that home, so that's correct. The fact that there were kids in the house, yep. I mean, it really kind of gives a lot. So this is here, it exists. Apparently this is publicly known information, but the fact that it was all here in one spot kind of threw me for a loop. So that's the lifestyle search. Happy searching to see what you find about yourself, by the way. Okay, so one more quick thing I wanted to point out before we leave this page. This big green button here takes you to the US business search. So when we click that, all right, I'm going to use my dad as an example. He's had a business in Copenhagen for almost my whole life. Oh, come on. Oh, that's fine. Help if it gets the whole word there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's the correct address for him, his business line. This is him. Although to be fair, they don't quite have the business name correct, which surprised me. His fax number is correct. If he were to post on Indeed, I'm guessing it would pull that here, which I thought was neat. This profile is completely correct for him. It gives the hours of operation, which are correct. It gives a lot of information here. It would really surprise me. So I imagine for a larger company, especially for those who are doing projects for school or needing that information for their research, this would be invaluable for them. It's all in one spot. So yeah, it's here. I don't know what happened in 2011 because they were definitely in business, but their data doesn't exist, I guess. But if they were to change hands and have somebody different in charge of the business, we would see that listed here on the right-hand side. So that would probably be important for places that have regular changes in CEOs, and I'm thinking big corporate America for a lot of that kind of research. So yeah, that's, I mean, come on. They were correct on this information here. That kind of surprised me a little bit. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of information. So this is the quick search side of things. However, if you've got power users who would like to save their searching, they are more than welcome to create a personal account. Now they can register, and that would be obviously their first step. I've already done that. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. Okay, so this is our homepage. Looks a little different from the other side of things. They divide this homepage by business and consumer, and find a job, of course. Okay, so the best feature for creating an account, the best positive, the best thing you can, the way you can talk it up is the fact that they can save their searching. So this is an example that I did because my family's in the towing business. I did a towing in New York State search. Pulled up all the towing companies that you could possibly imagine. And it made me laugh to figure out how many companies started their names with zeros and ones to make them bump up the list for the search results. Kind of made me giggle. But there were 912 results, which made me laugh. You can sort your results, of course, by your city, and that changes things. That way you've got everything together for you based on location. And then, of course, from there, you can click in and see all of that business information that we just saw. Okay, and then this was a saved search. Okay, so one of the things that I loved was the fact that there was a chart feature, which made things super, super helpful. Kind of breaks things down for you, and then you would be able to hopefully reference these results. Okay. And then one of the other things I found handy was the fact that it starts breaking things down based on the other types of services they offered, which was pretty neat to see. You can break things down by zip code, who does the most sales, how big their business is in terms of employees. I mean, there's really a ton of information right at your fingertips. Okay, so back to our homepage. All right, so we're back to our homepage. One of the other things I wanted to point out, by the way, is this does search Canadian businesses as well. So handy for us up here by the border. Okay, so let's see. I know one of the things we get asked about a lot is we have some elderly individuals who come in and they're looking to contact the members of their class. You know, they've got a class reunion coming up. They're in charge of contacting everybody, but of course, everybody's moved out of the area or moved around at least, and they have no idea where to get started. Maybe they've got a person or two on their list that they just can't track down. You know, this is a good place for them to maybe start. They could type in a name and go from there. So let's try. I'm going to use dad as an example. But one of the different things about finding a person on this version of Data Axle, as opposed to that quick version we were using in the beginning, the searching is a little different. So you'll notice when I started typing, it comes up with these ways to search. So you can't just hit enter. It kind of does some wonky things if you start typing and then hit enter. You actually have to choose what way you want it to search. So it doesn't automatically know that Terry Groff is a name. So I'm going to search by Roth, and I know that that's a last name. So I'm going to click on that, and then it populates that little bubble beneath. So rather than having a form for you to fill out where you can enter the first name, enter the last name, enter the location, unfortunately, it kind of tries to combine it all in this bar, and I'm not sure how well that works. So you've got to type each piece of your search individually, if that makes sense. So I know Copenhagen, I'm going to click City Copenhagen, and then it populates it beneath your bar. Okay, Terry, I know that's a first name. I'm going to click on first name. So that's all of the pieces of my search. So you have to make sure you get each individual piece before you're ready to hit start search. Okay, are there any questions? I know that one's a little goofy. That one caught me off guard the first time around. Okay. And make sure you choose, if I click over, oh, of course, if you forget and switch databases at the top, it's going to wipe out your search. So there's the first name. There's the last name. And then again, there's our city. So I've got them all chosen, and now I can hit start search. There they are. Okay. All right, so you just go ahead and click on that, and then you can see all of that information. It's right there. Okay. And then we'll hit search. Ooh. And it took me back there. That's not where I want it to be. There we go. Okay, so this is that homepage again for where we need to be when you're signed into an account and conducting a search. Are there any questions on this side, or even in the quick search side? I'm happy to answer them. No? Going once? All right, well, if you don't have any questions at all, I think we've made it through everything here that I wanted to get through. I see I've got a message in chat. Hang on just a second. Oh, I missed that earlier. Sorry, Jamie. I figured you would have stopped me if you couldn't. All right, so I'll wrap up here. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. Next month is Ancestry, so we'll jump on board that. And that will include a little bit of a genealogy 101 overview as well. Okay, so hopefully I'll see you then. Bye, everyone.